Hi, I'm Andy Benoit. This is your mid-season All-22 report. We're going to take a look at a couple of unique concepts that we've seen from the Rams on each side of the ball, stuff we're likely to see more of in the second half of this season.
I don't know what the Rams called this run. I'm going to call it a slot lead counter run because Cooper Kupp, the slot receiver, goes on a lead block for a counter run. It's Darrell Henderson at running back. The Rams have had a ton of success with this run, and it's a very counterintuitive play from a defensive side. So first of all, Robert Woods with this jet motion, we see this stuff all the time from the Rams. Just factor that out of the play, because really what matters is what happens on what becomes the front side over here. And the key is when you get an over front from the defense. In other words, when this 3 technique is lined up on the side of the tight end, that's when the Rams like to run this play. And the angles on it, when the defense is in this look, the angles are absolutely perfect. So let's start with that 3 technique and watch the angles at the double team blockers here. And not just the way they engulf, I mean, you can even see the guy, not just how they engulf him, but then the angle for Whitworth to get up to the second level, which really is the point of any double team. Perfect right there. And then you go and look on the backside, perfect angle. And then even Austin Blythe, who has the enviable task of, let's call it unenviable task of working up to Fred Warner, a really good linebacker. Blythe does a great job. He has a favorable angle as well. The angles are perfect. And then the last part that really can't be talked about enough, it's how many teams have wide receivers who are weapons in the run game. Not just Woods, who's going to come across, and he's a great ball carrier, but Kupp, who also gets some runs. Kupp is a blocker in this case. Phenomenal. You almost build plays around Kupp's blocking. This is a key play for the Rams right now. We're going to call it slot lead counter. All right, let's look at the Rams defense. This was a sack at the end of the Bears game, and I picked this play because there's 2 elements to it that are really representative of how the Rams have played in the first half of the season. First of all, cover 4, which a lot of teams around the league are doing. No one's done it better than the Rams. They start these cover 4 structures. Each guy has the 4th of the field, but the Rams will get to a lot of different things out of these looks, and in this case, they got to something down below. They got to cover 2. So, and this is what fooled Nick Foles right here. First of all, if it's cover 4, which they're showing, Ramsey's going to run with this receiver because Ramsey has the outside 4th of the field, and then Taylor Rapp would have this inside 4th down here, so he's going to run with that receiver. That's the rule of cover 4. But what happens if Ramsey doesn't run with this guy? He's going to pass it off, and Rapp's going to go over the top. He's now playing cover 2. Ramsey stays down below because Ramsey wants to jump this out-breaking route. Some people call this palms when you do this. You show cover 4, you play cover 2. This was perfectly done. And Nick Foles, if you watch his eyes here, he's wanting to throw this out route, and Ramsey took it away. So now Foles has to hold the ball, and that half a beat second of holding the ball is all it took for the pass rush to get home. So go to the end zone angle. That's Aaron Donald. That's Leonard Floyd. And you get a stunt, an ET stunt here. So Floyd is the end, sets up a stunt for Donald. Watch it right here. He's going to pick Donald's guy. Donald loops around. And a lot of times it used to be the looper always got the sack. But anymore, we're seeing guys that are what you call the picker, the guy who sets up the stunt, Floyd here. They get in on the sack too because there's such a ferocity. And what the Rams have done this year, look how wide these guys are. Donald's basically, I mean, he's playing 3 technique, kind of, but he's aligned at a second defensive end spot. These guys both have a running start because of how wide they align. It's very hard to deal with. You mix that with the coverage, and you have dominant defense.
That's it for this week's All-22. I'm Andy Benoit. We'll see you next time.